Greetings. What causes jaundice? Is in the lips of every woman, everybody. Doctor, talk about what causes jaundice. Sometimes I tell them, okay, go and watch the videos I've posted before. But I want to talk more about the causes of jaundice. There are many, but there are different types of jaundice so that you will really understand the different perspective. There's the pre-hepatic jaundice. In pre-hepatic jaundice, what happens is that the problem is not coming from the liver. The problem is most likely coming from the blood, right? And other things. Then there's a hepatic jaundice. The problem is coming from the liver. When the liver is no longer able to carry out its function. So it will not be able to conjugate bilirubin so that the body will be able to excrete it out. That's hepatic jaundice. Then there is the post-hepatic jaundice. Now, the liver has been able to conjugate bilirubin for the body to excrete it, but there are blockages at different points. So the bilirubin is not able to get to the kidneys, to the blood, so that it can be filtered out. So there will be backflow. Now, in pre-hepatic jaundice, the one that is not caused by the liver, what happens is that because something happens that breaks down the red blood cells, and because the red blood cells are broken down in large numbers, the bilirubin that is secreted overwhelms the liver. So the liver will not be able to excrete the bilirubin, conjugate the bilirubin as at it should be, as it should be, right? So there will be the bloodstream will be flooded with unconjugated bilirubin, right? And what can cause it? Sepsis, malaria, right? Some drugs can cause it, right? Anything that can break down red blood cells, yellow fever, dengue fever, right, can cause pre-hepatic jaundice. That's why in some babies, right, you will hear they say the baby has jaundice and the baby has sepsis. That his body is hot. That sepsis means infection in the bloodstream. So that infection in the bloodstream is breaking down red blood cell. The baby's eyes will now later be yellow. You must have heard of neonatal sepsis, right? That's it. Then there is a hepatic jaundice. Here, there is problem with the liver ab initio. Either congenital problem, the baby was born with it. There are some conditions. I don't want to mention some congenital conditions. The names are too big. So because there's a pathology of the liver, there's a problem with liver, the liver will not be able to carry out its statutory function. So the bloodstream will be flooded with bilirubin. Right? Now, uh, there are also other conditions like drugs that have damaged the liver, hepatitis C, hepatitis B. All the forms of hepatitis can affect the liver and it can make the liver not carry out its statutory function. So it can cause jaundice. Most of the jaundice you see in babies are as a result of sepsis or coming from the liver directly. Pathologic problems, issues with the liver ab initio. You must have heard of biliary atresia. That is post-hepatic jaundice. Now, let me talk about post-hepatic jaundice. In post-hepatic jaundice, the problem is not coming from the liver, but yes, the liver carry out its function well, but the pipe through which the bilirubin is supposed to be filtered through, that is to be passed through, so that the kidneys can excrete it, can also get to the feces, is blocked, right? It could come from gallstone. It could be from gallbladder problems, right? Right, like yes, it could be from gallbladder problem or biliary atresia. The pipes are not well formed in babies, right? And what this means is that the bilirubin will flood the baby system or the person's system, right? And leading to jaundice. So you can see the different types of jaundice we have. And depending on the type of jaundice depends on how you will treat it. You see, I don't want to say more than this so as not to confuse you. Thank you. Bye bye.